As always, welcome to this on video. Strongly consider subscribing. This is going to be a very relaxed and rambling video, so if you want to see more of my usual content, there's other videos I'll link somewhere over here. This is going to be a video where I respond to your comments on my previous videos. It's been a long time, and I thought this would be a perfect way to reconnect with my audience from the past. Really, I think the only people that are left here right now are my 5 or 10 people that are gonna watch this video, most likely my closest friends. So hello. Quick disclosure for starters, I want to state that yesterday it has been a while since I have uploaded a video, and this time I really want to get consistent with uploads. So I hope I can stick to uploading once a month, or at least once every 2 months, to eventually getting to publishing one video per month. It is a long story of why I decided to take a long break, and I guess it would make sense to put into another video. I need to make 3 videos in 90 days so I can monetize my channel again, so I might this comments video into 2 different videos and hopefully get to monetization quickly. Anyways, without further ado, for the first batch of comments, I'll be doing them from my first really popular video, the container shipping video. This video really carried the channel. I did not expect it to get a lot of views when I published it, but who would have known that a ship went into the Suez Canal? And all of a sudden, you can see on the screen, the views just skyrocketed. I was pretty excited in those days. For our first comment, nice video. The narration should have English subtitles. It may help many who cannot follow the accent of the speaker. A major complaint that people had in this video that I had some very heavy accent, like I was Russian or something. I do have a very different tone from that I do with my long-form content. I am born and raised in Vancouver, Canada. The best explanation is that I was more nervous back in the day on mic, not because I'm scared of the internet, more or less it just feels weird when you have 7 people at home, things going on around in the background. Your mind is like, oh, is someone gonna walk into the room, or is the TV on full blast? And it's also complex explaining to folks much older about what YouTube is and what you're freaking doing all the time, and you can pronounce things wrong. Next comment, 409 Blidge. Ahahaha. As a stevedore, I would say this is a pretty good video. Having worked in container ships for 10 years, I commented the uploader's generally accurate presentation of video. May I add 45-foot container, and we use stacking cones, twist locks on all corners between the containers, and we follow certain requirements on stowage of dangerous cargo stipulated in the IMDG code. It's not just about pirates. I know that I got bilge wrong. I said blidge. Again, being nervous on the mic, and I was not as rigorous with checking pronunciation. It's also not technically feasible for me to run every single word, how do you say things correctly? We'll try our best, but you're gonna mess up sometimes, and that was probably one of the bigger mess ups, I would say. One of the biggest things I got wrong. Yeah, so basically for people that are non-shipping people, saying that blidge wrong is like not knowing how to say brain or foot or heart properly. So it's a pretty bad thing. Not something to lose sleep over, but doesn't build confidence in your content. I am only a 1-person operation, so I don't have fact checkers, so stuff like this might happen. And if you want the most accurate of accurate content, then there's dozens of people on the internet that probably make better videos than me, but try your best, and that's the best you can do. I do know that there is videos, as said over here, that overall the video wasn't like, I was pretty solid, so it was pretty good, but it had that serious problem. So yeah, nowadays I'm in university, so I have access to a research library, so I can download academic papers and other sources rather than having to put things from the internet. You just engage in a game of telephone with the media, and the mistakes from one person are gonna mean that you're gonna replicate those mistakes again. And I hope that by getting more direct sources, hopefully we get better content. We have more accurate videos. I hope I don't miss something as big as that, but it might happen. I love the video. I dig the format, that it's a niche topic I'd never otherwise find. Great stuff. Love the channel. Huge fan. Amazing content. Didn't expect it. I do want to thank all the positive comments in this video. because love that people get that I was just starting out and motivating me to do better and better. But yes, responding to audio levels, I have reduced them in recent uploads as tied with my bad pronunciation. That was not good, needed to be fixed. Hopefully it's better. Now, this is a very interesting comment. Here we go, subscribing within the first 10K educational YouTube channel before it blows up. There's a lot to this. Back when this was going big, I was like, I was getting a lot of comments of like, this channel's gonna go big, it's gonna go amazing. I felt a lot of pride with that. Amazing, love the comments. People like my content. I felt pride that people like the content. And at the same time, I feel like I really bungled a solid opportunity. I remember when I was in grade 8, I was like, when I graduate in grade 12, I'm gonna be monetizing my channel. I did get to that. I did monetize, but I did not achieve financial freedom part of the equation. Financial freedom is amazing. Like, there are no words to put on being able to buy what you want to buy and go where you want to go. There were solid medical reasons why I was not able to be present on the platform as I should have been. Again, that's a story for the next video. At the same time, I feel I got too focused on perfectionism about animations and the hard stuff, like, what, editor you want, or what editing strategy is gonna, make my videos really pop out, is gonna be amazing. I feel like what made big YouTubers amazing was animations. Although it is important having good animations, the big kicker is storytelling skills and just uploading consistently. If you just do things enough times over, you'll naturally just get good at it. It's a good example, I think it comes from Ali Abdaal, and it's just like, if you make 30 pots in 30 days, 1 pot a day, you're gonna get much better compared to somebody who makes 1 pot every, I see this with a lot of content creators that upload more frequently. Their editing skills shoot up like crazy, and I see my work, it's decent, but there's a lot I could do, and I feel like it's not quite there yet. But the way to get there is by continuously uploading. If you get something wrong that is so bad that your video is terrible, you can delete it and you can re-upload it, make it again. You can issue a statement that, we got some things wrong, and it works fine. I remember quite recently Johnny Harris did it, big YouTuber. I think his video it was basically like a Russian propaganda piece almost. And yeah, he's like, there's factual inaccuracies in this, and we're gonna redo it and we're gonna do it better. And I'm like, that's a good model. And there's so many YouTubers like Wendover Productions, I think, did like a video every year of like, all the things we get wrong. I think that's much better than just like perfectionism. Good editing. I remember back then I would edit all my things in Keynote, in Apple Keynote. I did a really good job, honestly. As good as After Effects. Like, PowerPoint can do a lot of things. If you're using Windows, I had a Mac, so I used Apple Keynote. If you're using a Windows computer, PowerPoint does a phenomenal job. So if you're starting out, use presentation software. That is the best way to do animation work. And my biggest pet peeve was how Apple did something funny, where normally when I send everything to my editing software, iMovie, I would have one animation video, and I would upload all the slides as photos, TIFF files. The color for the TIFF files would be different from the other file, from the video file. So it's a slight color change. That's why I decided to change over to making my own graphics, and made it a lot harder to make content while juggling school on the side. I think looking back, a better thing is just going in Final Cut after I bought it and just changing the color, creating a new LUT to just put onto the photos. And until I learned a better way of uploading other content, I would just switch to After Effects or some other program. For a lot of my current videos, I use Final Cut, Affinity Photo, but now I'm gonna think about switching over to After Effects and Premiere Pro because it's so much better. But at the same time, I'm not going to make that same mistake of like, this needs to be perfect and perfect. I'm going to try to like do a gradual transition over from Final Cut to doing stuff in Adobe product. But yeah, there is a lot of mental anguish that I still have about like not using that opportunity in 2021, even in 2022. It does haunt me sometimes. There's a saying like, the best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago, the second best time is now, and I hope to get back with more videos, and I'll be splitting this video into 2 parts, so this will just cover a lot of the comments on the most popular video because it had a lot of comments, and I thought this could be a really nice, long, rambly video. So if you enjoyed this video, for the few people that are watching, thanks for watching. I will be splitting it into 2 parts, so see you in part 2.